All right, so a question about the sine rule here. We have a park ranger in a tower. I'm going to be very creative and call that ranger ranger number 1. Why not? And they spot a bushfire in the direction south 40 degrees east. So this hasn't been given in our traditional bearing way, but let's draw north. So therefore south would be going back that way. And then 40 degrees towards the east. East is back this way. So it's in that direction, south, and if that's 40 degrees in there, well, we could put 140 in there if we need to. And that is where the direction of the bushfire is. Let's be really creative and draw a little fire there. Lewis, do not get excited at the thought of a fire, please. All right. Just kidding. I do remember you at Ironbark, though. The one day I was there, you looked like you were enjoying playing with the matches. All right, 7 kilometres to the east of the tower, another ranger saw the fire. So 7 kilometres to the east of this tower. So we've got a distance now. There's 7 kilometres. There's another tower. I'm going to call this ranger Ranger 2 because, again, I am incredibly creative with my naming. Who would have thought I could be so creative? But there you go. And saw the direction in south 30 degrees west. So 30 degrees in there. Now clearly I haven't drawn it to scale, but that's okay. 30 degrees in there. And they would like to say, how far is the fire from the tower to 2 significant figures? Badly worded question. There are 2 towers. How on earth? Oh, no, it doesn't say they're in a tower, does it? It says 7 kilometres to the east of the tower, another ranger. I take it all back. Not a badly worded question. From this place, this is a tower, that's just a ranger. All right, how far is it? I am looking for that distance there. How am I going to go about finding this? Well, let's fill in some angles, and I think it's going to become pretty easy. This line is running east-west, so we know they're both 90 degrees. Now, north-south is 180. If that's 90 and that's 30, that leaves 60 degrees in there. Over on the left-hand side, I've got 90 and 40 is 130. That leaves, of course, 50 degrees. Oh, it wants to be teasing me. Ha! Gotcha. 50 degrees in there. Oh, we know how many degrees there are in a triangle. There's 180. That's 110 in there, which leaves this angle down here as being a not so accurately drawn, not 76, but 70 degrees. Double checking, 70 and 60, 130 and 50 is 180. Beautiful. I think you can already see where we're going from here. It was just a bit of a trick getting the image drawn. I'm looking for D. D goes on top. D divided by the sine of the opposite angle, which is 60. Would be the same as this distance, 7, divided by the sine of its opposite angle, which of course was 70 degrees. All right, now to get the distance on its own, not so bad. Multiply through by the sine of 60. So 7 sine 60 divided by sine 70 is indeed the distance. I'd love to be able to leave it at that, but your silly question book, wherever it's come from, has said answer to 2 significant figures. This could very well be from Education Perfect, looking at that, but why would it have a question 8? Whatever. Let's just go ahead and do it anyway. Oh, I think I've got my calculator over here still, but I've forgotten what I'm doing. 7 sine 60 divided by sine 70. 7 sine 60 degrees. All divided by the sine of 70 degrees equals 6.45-ish. And it's said to 2 significant figures, so not decimal places. So 6.45. Oh, I've said 5 and I've just already gone to the K for kilometres because I got so excited. 6.45 kilometres. Now, why am I writing it out to 3 and 2 decimal places, 3 significant figures? Because this is a hot tip for those of you thinking about doing the IB next year. When they ask you to do something to 2 significant figures, you first need to show that you have found the value and then show that step of rounding to the required number of figures. 6.45 to 2 significant figures would be 6.5 kilometres. And we have our answer. I hope that was at least a little bit useful. I will catch you in the next video. Cheers. See you guys.